Aleks Paunovic plays Slater in NarcoLeap. Is he a rough and tumble military guy, or is there a warmer, gentler side to him?
Scramble it, team, get some recon. Now! I made a mistake. I ordered my people to kill your daughter because she tried to kill me. Kirkland was the one who kept her alive. The least I owe him is a chance to explain himself. That is loyalty.
For those who are new to the show, what do they need to know about it? What is it about?
It's mostly about this journey of Kelsey, who goes through these experiments that her dad has put her through, and it's the idea of jumping into other people's body during a sleep cycle, basically narcolepsy, and it's just the journey of trying to save the world.
Season 2, how is it different than season 1?
It's basically this continuation. It's just one whole story. See, I love the way season 1 rolls into season 2. So, when we all got together for season 2, we felt like we didn't even miss a beat, which has been great. And John Cooksey, who came on in the second season to be one of the writers, also along with Kate, he just added so much depth to the characters, and I really enjoyed the way the second season has kind of progressed into really understanding what these characters are all about.
Let's talk about the evolution of your role. How did you see your character in season 1, and how do you see him in season 2, and how has he evolved?
Well, it's interesting because you want to do as much backstory or as much work as you can on the character, so you always find the depths and the different levels of the character. And what I found great was getting into season 2, the things that grounded me to the character were then revealed with Kate and John, and showing the depth of the character, where it made me feel like I was on the right page to what this character was.
We talked about the evolution. How do you think it's playing, like being perceived as perhaps the villain in season 1 to finding out a bigger truth and a bigger story as the world grows in season 2? How's that been? Have you been like, oh man, like this changes everything for me?
Yeah.
What was that like?
Well, it was interesting because you want to attach yourself to the character in so many different emotions and levels, and so to be able to see that happening in the second season, again with Cooksey and Kate really kind of evolving the character. It was quite exciting to see where the journey has gone, especially from season 1, where people were thinking one thing, and season 2 they're going to be surprised again.
What do people need to know coming into, like, if they're going to just start with season 2? Like, obviously you should be like, just watch season 1. It's not going to take you that long.
Exactly, just watch season 1. But there is that's what I was saying earlier, is that you can literally jump into the series at any time, and because you just get the feeling of the story being told, and there's no, it's not Game of Thrones where you're going to have to know what's happening beforehand. It's literally so compelling in the movement of the story that you're just going to be jumping back anyway to want to know what's going on.
Have you ever sat there and like speculated, who would I want to jump into?
Oh, wow. Muhammad Ali.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
You have to be a different type of athlete to get punched in the face. Like there's just a different, they're built differently. And so to not only be the guy that will talk about, what's wrong in the world and voice it, but voice it in such a elaborate way that it's not like a hockey game where it's like, oh, I'm going to beat you, and it's like, oh, they scored the goal. It's like, I'm going to beat you, and you're going to have to prove by punching me in the face.
Why should people be watching this, and why is this story a sign of the times?
I think people should be watching NarcoLeap because it asks the questions of what if? What if this was possible? What if I could actually leap into somebody else's being and control their body? And I think it goes well beyond what we ever thought was going to happen, and the way they've told the story. I think it's going to be one of those journeys that people sit down and really can't wait for season 3.